Good morning, I'm Doug Yates with the Real Estate News Channel.
And I'm Mark Cunningham, Doug Yates' identical twin brother, and Wells Fargo and the word sue just seem to go together, don't they?
They sure do.
They keep getting sued over and over again, and they are being sued right now by the U.S. government for improper loans done through FHA.
Wow, is this deja vu? Did they not get sued a while back by all the AGs in all 50 states?
Well, that was just for improper practices.
Oh.
And that was for just doing things, not rushing and doing robo-signing. And
just those
not
things.
disclosing certain things, just stuff like that. Not specifically.
It was a different type of fraud.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. I mean, different.
I understand that. So this type of fraud is another thing that's being brought to the forefront. And the U.S. government is suing Wells Fargo again for improper FHA loans that have been certified by Wells Fargo. Mind you, a little over 100,000 loans that they have certified that meet HUD requirements and guidelines, but not according to the U.S. government.
Yeah, actually, they're saying they didn't meet them. So here's the thing.
Well, Wells Fargo said they met them.
Oh, sure they did. And they turned them over. They were happy to turn over all their records once they were subpoenaed.
Go
They were asked, a long time before that. Here's the problem. Here's the thing. This is the reason why it ties into real estate, okay, with you guys. Now, listen, B of A, we don't know what happened exactly with B of A, but we do know that B of A got their hands slapped when it came to FHA.
Yes, when it comes to them processing the short sales.
Yes, well, there was a certain amount, like 100 and something thousand short sales. And if you do an FHA short sale right now, there's a very good chance that yours may be caught up in that mix. And you're going to find that we're like back in 2008, 2009, where it could take a full year and a half to get that short sale done, which is almost unheard of in this market.
It's crazy.
We're looking at, loans and deals taking 6 to 8 months just to get a negotiator assigned. They're not running through Equator. They're not running through the normal bank. In fact, B of A was stripped of their right to service those loans. So now, guess who's doing it?
Not service, but process.
Oh, process, excuse me. Guess who's taking care of it? Some lady named Madge or somebody like that over at FHA who has all of a sudden now got all these things dumped on her desk and went, huh?
Exactly. Can you imagine, just like Mark said, back in those days when the bank negotiators had 400, 500, 600 files sitting on their desk? That's the problem we're seeing now with Bank of America FHA originated files. So if it was originated FHA, they're not allowed to handle the processing of the short sale. They forward it to FHA where Marge has all these files dumped on her desk. It's causing a colossal cog in the wheel.
Yeah, so I'm afraid of this ruling with Wells Fargo because I'm afraid what's going to happen is possibly a settlement will be in place.
Of course.
One way or the other, if FHA determines that the U.S. government is right, which they are part of the government, if they determine that they're right and they win, then I think the same thing's coming down the pike for that. So FHA deals are going to be very difficult in two of the largest banks.
Right. So keep that. We're gonna monitor this one as well, and this is going before a jury. So you know how that happens. I mean, the banks have been losing almost on every count. So we'll let you know how it goes. Hey, Mark, you know what NAR is talking about with issues with appraisals lately?
Oh, let's see. That they suck?
Just a little bit. The problem is what's going on with appraisals is causing major effects and major problems for a lot of real estate agents in the market because appraisals happen to be coming in lower than contract sales price.
Oh, tell me some news I don't know.
Yeah, well, a large percentage, up to 15% of real estate agents are reporting to NAR that their files are either being delayed, reduced in price, or canceled because of appraisal issues.
Now, that's a national survey, though. I really wish that they would just survey the top 3 distressed states, because I guarantee you it would be higher. We know from talking to agents how many deals are screwed up here's a case in point. All right. Had a realtor just the other day, comped out, showed me the comps.
Yeah.
I mean, the comps are at 183. 183.
Yeah. Give or take $2-3 grand.
Okay. So the appraisal comes in at 169. Where are they getting the 169 value from?
Well, and that's the problem is a lot of these appraisers are scared from years ago when the values were climbing so fast, they were just making the appraisals work. Well, now they're so scared, they don't want to overinflate at any mean. So here's what's happening. They're looking at these numbers and going, well, we've got foreclosure over here. We got short sale that just closed over here. All these distressed sales are causing the appraisers to really think about, well, I don't want to overinflate this price by any percentage.
The key is they need to actually take the distressed homes and come up with some sort of a calculation and realize that that's just a distressed property. The REO is going to be less because it's an REO. The foreclosure is going to be a little higher. They need to come up with some sort of a balance to be able to make it so that it works across the board. And surprisingly enough, the lenders are actually frustrated. I mean, think about it. It also screws up their deals at the very end, too, when the actual appraisal comes in that's been hired and it seems to do a more in-depth job. Get this, Doug. You know how many appraisers are out there that are actually out of state, not even aware of the marketplace, that are doing it in your area? They're drive-bys. They're hiring people to snapshots, write down information, and I think there's a lot of actually probably fraud going on when it comes to that anyways, but it's a problem that is screwing up deals. It's causing a big cog in the wheel, and I'm sad to see that NAR is just now identifying it. It's been a problem from day one since we started this whole mess.
And we're not going to go into HVCC and things like that, which really was the start of this mess, because it really is frustrating because we've lost a lot of really, really good appraisers that were really worth their money.
Yeah, so anyways, if you have problems with these kind of deals, tell us some of your woeful stories. Not that we'd love to hear them, but you know what? It is interesting from us all to learn from them, so you can post them right down below.
All right. Hey, we want to thank you once again for watching our show with us today, and we want to thank our sponsor, Exit Las Vegas Realty Center, for what they teach their agents. It's amazing how they teach them actual SEO marketing and how to increase their SEO.
Which stands for Search Engine Optimization, in case you have been off the planet for a while. And listen, I'd also like to thank you, and I'd like to thank our sponsors. They're located right down here. They're fantastic. They're great to work with. You should check out Complete Short Sale Processors. Yeah. They're actually very informative, and they give us a lot of good information when it comes to short sales. They seem to be, just on the cutting edge of everything. Other than that, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, it has. So have a great day. See ya!
What are you doing?
Hey, hold on. I'm actually working on my appraiser's license, and I'm getting an evaluation. That is it. There's the value. Go ahead, write it down. We're sending that to the bank. What?
You're killing me, Smalls.